Hey guys, welcome to first episode of new thing. Me and my friend here are trying out on the game. It's a podcast,
Yeah.
first ever podcast, probably to be recorded in VRC, but it's called Speak Your Mind. We're just gonna be speaking our minds. So, like we were gonna do. I think we should start off by talking about the thing that's on everybody's mind. It's the Steam machine. Now,
Steam Machine.
yeah, it's flat out set. Probably one of the best things to happen to gaming and one of the best consoles to come out. Probably since the first Nintendo to ever hit the market. This is a generational event. This is a big thing that I feel like is not being treated with
I
the
mean, in my
respect.
opinion, I feel like for the newer generation of consoles, I mean, it balances it out a little bit, but it's still good. I feel like it's one of the better newer gen consoles, right?
I feel
Because
like this has to be one of the best consoles to hit the market in the recent years, especially from 2020 to now. This is a console with the capabilities and portability. It's basically just a PC, but with the portability of a console. It's never it's like it.
it actually has more portability than the
Yeah, it's
console.
more. Yeah, it probably has more portability than most consoles. I mean, it's small, it's compact, but it carries a lot of power. Yeah, like I said, it's basically just a PC, but in a console form. And let's
Yeah.
be honest, all the people who are saying it's way too overpriced are just being babies. And all the people who are
There-
saying, "Oh, it's never gonna catch on," is trash, are probably just all the PC players who spent $4,000 to get their custom PC with all the same specs as a
I
Steam
don't
machine,
know
but
what
it's being
people, I
sold for
mean, in
less.
my opinion, I don't know what people want the price to be. It's a mini PC. If you're gonna complain about the price being too overpriced, and it's
It's
$800,
like
by
eight
the way,
hundred
and
dollars.
it's $800 coming with a VR headset that you can use with the Steam Deck, or no, not Steam Deck, the Steam Machine, right? And people are still gonna say it's overpriced when it's not. The people saying it's overpriced and it's never gonna catch on and all that stuff, and how it seems like a dumb idea, right? Are all the PC players that spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars paying for a PC to game on, right?
And speaking of talking
Because
about since we're already in the game, think about how this is actually gonna affect the VR community. I mean, some things like PC VR and full body tracking that have been out of many players' minds for years because they just didn't have the funds to get themselves like a
let
good
me hold you
PC.
right there. Let me hold you right there. If you already have, see, we're on quests, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're on a quest.
Headset boys. Did did he lag out?
So
Okay,
no, I'm
so
here. So I tap my headset and it kicks me out. But I feel like even if you don't buy it with the headset that comes with it, you can still use it to use PC VR on your Quest.
yeah.
Because, I mean, it has PC capabilities. It's more than capable enough to run a VR headset on it. And it runs Steam.
Yeah,
So
and
you
if
could
you
even
think about
use
it, we're
Steam
saying
VR.
PC capabilities. We're not just talking about that it runs like a PC. We're talking about you will have full access to Windows, and it has multiple ports for USBs, with lightning cables, fucking.
Lightning cables.
I'm sorry. I love the Steam machine. Ethernet, HDMI, all these things that most console players and VR players have not been able to reach for so long, just being able to come into their grasp for less than what they were spending on other things, other expenses. If you really think about it, it is literally only $200 to $300 more than a PS5 when it came out. No, no, no. Actually, no. Think about it like this: the PS Pro, which is the thing all the Sony fanboys are drooling over, it costs it costs the same amount, probably $100 less than the Steam machine, and it's just it's a slightly better version of a PS5. The specs aren't even that good on it.
I
It's just
haven't
slightly better
researched
performance.
the Steam VR headset, but
I think it's basically just I think it's supposed to. Yeah, I haven't researched it either.
the Steam frame.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
see.
it's supposed to be just the ultimate PC VR headset.
Designed for
but I could be wrong.
high quality streaming first experience. Okay. Wireless adapters.
In no, since we're on the like the concept of games, what do you think of like the current, as people call it, the epidemic of like friend slop?
Wait,
I'm waiting.
the controllers for the new VR headset that comes with Steam, they have magnetic thumbsticks, so they can't get controller drift.
You never see us. You never see Quest have that.
And
I ain't
inputs
got
for
no.
non-VR games, D-pad, ABXY, thumbsticks, triggers, and bumpers. So you can even play games that aren't made
For
for
VR
VR
on the VR.
on your headset.
Um, yeah, but like I was saying before, since we're on the topic of things like this, what do you think of like the current epidemic, as people are saying, of friend slop? You know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's basically like games like Peak, Lethal Company, Repo,
Oh, all
like
like
those.
those multiplayer
Yeah, all like
games.
those like the big surgence of like all those kinds of multiplayer games, like the QT art style, and they're saying that people are saying that's all like that kind of like the same repetitive formulas and like with the same creators.
I wouldn't say that. All of them are
Well,
somewhat different. I mean,
I'm on the side of it's not the worst thing in the world, because remember, we've gone years with like straight no multiplayer games. So for
yeah.
us, but like I feel like how it is, like games like all like some of the games that have been coming out kind of just all seem the same to me. You play with your friends, so you have this cutesy art style, and you're either running away from something or completing a task. I don't know. It kind of seems a little bit repetitive to me. I'm not saying there's plenty of good ones. There's like
Sorry to
Peak.
interrupt you, but people, I mean, you'll never be able to please anybody, right? People
Never.
complain about not having multiplayer games. People say there's like too many multiplayer games. You'll never make everybody happy, right? But it's more, I think, I don't know how to explain this. I think it's good that we're getting multiplayer games now, because if we have enough multiplayer games now, we'll get more single player games later in the future. Maybe even like next year, this
Speaking
year.
of GTA 6, that's like the thing that's on everybody's mind. Another delay. Holy shit.
Another delay. Oh my
Another
God.
delay. It just, I don't get it. The game looks finished. I mean, they're probably, obviously you're probably gonna have to
I mean,
polish
they
it.
haven't released a gameplay
Just from the
trailer
cutscene,
yet.
how could the gameplay not be good? I mean, okay, I get it. It's GTA 6. It's probably like one of the most hyped games of all time. But
I think, in my opinion, I think them delaying it to literally an entire year from now, to just to polish the game, I think that's way too much time
I think that's more
to
than
just
enough time.
polish it.
I mean, yeah, if that's all it takes to polish it. Then like, I know it doesn't take that much time to polish a game. To just add like the finishing details. By the time the GTA
I
6
mean,
release, it should already come
It's
with online.
GTA, right? And we've seen GTA 5 on how like everything's interactable, and like there's like really minuscule details on everything, like literally everything. I think they're just gonna like start adding those and like all that stuff, right?
I mean,
Because then by then people will be on GTA 6 a lot, and they won't like have to worry, like they'll still
I
be
mean,
finding Easter eggs.
like a
There's probably
year
still
late.
Easter eggs in GTA
I
6,
think in
I
like an
mean GTA
entire
5
year, like
that
GTA
aren't
6 should already
discovered.
come out with GTA Online. If it's gonna take them entire year, it should just come out with GTA 6 Online at that point. Because what it took them like a couple of months to drop GTA 5 Online after the game came out.
I
Like
think
in
I
a
think
year, they
GTA
should be able.
6, I mean, I won't complain if GTA 6 Online comes out a while after, right? Because they're probably gonna have next level character
Like
customization
holy shit, I better
and
be
so
able
many
to
more outfits.
photocopy my dick onto my character. Of like that's pause, but like still,
I
like it
mean,
better be
yeah,
that good. I better be able to
I
like
think that's
the
not the only
shape of
thing.
the toenails.
I think they're also reaching out to like popular brands and like
Yeah.
designer brands and popular brands and like more known brands
And
like
like car
clothing brands
companies, because
and
as
car companies.
like a GTA 5, like it's like a huge meme. It's like a huge deal with like modders and all that stuff. To actually like we have like the knockoff versions of these real brands. So I think it's actually gonna be kind of fun to see like an actual like Hellcat in GTA 6, like on brand new
Yeah,
vehicles like Jeep. I
yeah.
think I think what people are saying though, that it's unnecessary is like somewhat true. Like, yeah, a whole year to polish like this game that you've been working on for like what, 2 now?
3,
3,
10
yeah,
years.
3 years, like 3 to 10 years. Like, do you really need that last little bit of a year if you've been working it on it for as long as you said you are?
I think
It,
they're more. I think them delaying it is not a confirmed like date.
I
I
think there
think why they're
is.
delaying it. I think why they're delaying it is they're making an estimation of how many like brand, how long a brand or like a car brand or a car company or something like that is like they're estimating how long it's going to take for them to respond and want to help out, right?
Also, speaking of the problem I'm gonna find with GTA 6, I'm saying this now. GTA 6 is going to ruin gaming. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's obviously going to be a great game, but think about it. Any game that's going to release before or after GTA 6 is still cooked. Because if you release before GTA 6, by the time GTA 6 comes out, nobody's going to be playing your game anymore. And if you release after GTA 6, nobody's going to be playing your game at all because GTA 6 is already out. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation and only a win for GTA 6. Because unless you don't like GTA or like you're a kid and your parents won't buy it for you,
I think that's mostly
everybody,
what
yeah,
I think GTA 6 is also kind of doing that on purpose,
yeah, they're
like
doing that.
delaying it so people will be more excited for the game and they'll only want to play that game, right? I think that's
Like
mostly
I've
what
been
they're
seeing the
doing.
memes. Oh, when you get your wife pregnant, so like you can get the fucking maternity leave when GTA 6 comes out, and they delayed it.
Yeah.
I think yeah, like, and I'm gonna to completely off topic. Um, holy shit, VRC. I think in the current state it is. Like I know nobody probably cares about this outside of the VR community, but holy shit, this game is like so ass compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
Like I remember back when I was like fucking like what, like 8 years old, watching like the boys videos on this game, and like it was holy shit. And then
I
like
think the problem
this,
is with the VR chat community, too many paid avatars and too many paid worlds that are cool, right? And I think the other problem is that they're not trying to optimize worlds and avatars or like cool looking avatars for Quest, right? People aren't trying.
I actually think one of the main problems that affects this community is they everybody on the game. You can't lie and say that if you were to go up to one of your actual friends outside in real life and say you played this game, they wouldn't look at you different because it is. We live in a world with people like Tech Gangster and all these like VRC pedophiles and e-daters who make us look bad. Literally, I doom scroll like I'll doom scroll on fucking Instagram Reels, and I'll see in the cringe cops like there's at least one video that was taken on VRC. Like even then like that one meme of like the dude saying like on his like the conquest meme, it was the dude in the furry world saying my son is the owner of this
My
world.
son is the owner of this world. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the
I
people
think
getting
it's
exorcism on VRC.
I think it's the people getting too confident on this game to be
Yeah,
able to do stuff like that.
it's just like
And the age restricting, the age restricting, the age restricting, and the age restricting. I think it's going to get to a point where they're not even going to allow 13-year-olds on this game because they're doing so much age restricting and stuff like that to the point where they're pushing younger people away from the
I
game, like
know.
people
I think
13
I'm
and
just gonna
over.
say this now. I'm gonna say this in there. People between the ages of 14 and 17 should be playing VRC. Nobody below the age of 14
I think
or above
I
the
think
age of
even
17.
I think
Maybe 18.
even I think even 14 to 19 is okay because
Okay.
up
I
to
don't know.
19, up to 19, they're still kind of like a teenager and all that, right?
I don't know because most of the
But
pedophiles I've
people
seen here,
above the age of 20 and over, they're almost able to drink and smoke and all of that, and they're not really a teenager anymore, right? Because
it's not
21 and
acceptable.
over is when you don't become a teenager anymore.
My
You're
thing
not a
is, like,
teenager.
yeah, with like the 18 to 19 stuff, it's a matter of most of the pedophiles I've seen on here usually are 18 to 19 because they're old enough to, yeah, maybe they're still young, but they're clearly old enough to know what they're doing. So I don't think that should let it slide. They're adults now, whether you like it or not. They're
Yeah.
legally adults. Tech Gangster, isn't he like 19?
I'm not sure. I haven't done that much research on Tech
Yeah.
Gangster, other than the videos that I've seen.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world
I
we
think
live
it's
in.
I think it's also the problem with um the VR chat moderators and all the VR chat owners not doing anything about these pedophiles and these child molesters and like groomers on this game. They're not doing anything about it. They'll see, like, I know a VR chat moderator watches VR chat videos and sees like all the drama and the pedophile drama, and they're still not doing anything about it. And I think they're part of the problem, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say this now, and I don't care if it gets my account banned. The people who run these games where most of this like these pedophilic actions happen, the reason they're not doing anything about it is because they're part of the problem. Have you ever thought about that? Why do you think that like only like most like the girls on Twitch don't get banned for doing the freak shit they do? There was a girl didn't even get banned off Twitch even though she had sex live on stream. It's because these people who run these websites, they don't care. They're a part of the problem. They're the gooners who like to watch these girls get fucked on stream. They're the pedophiles who like to like groom these kids over the game. They are the problem, and but they have all the power, and there's nothing we can do about it except just accept the fact that nothing's gonna
Since
happen.
we're on this topic of like pedophiles and stuff like that, have you seen the David Baszucki interview about Roblox?
I have not been updated on the situation past I think where they said they wanted to hire Dave.
What do you mean hire Dave?
I remember in the drama there wasn't there a point where the CEO of Roblox said, "Oh yeah, we would like to have Dave Baszucki on the team after even though he banned the account."
Dave Baszucki is the CEO.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I've not been updated on the C.
I think it was the other guy that you're talking about that banned Schlep,
Oh,
right?
Schlep. I'm dumb. I was mistaking Schlep for David.
Oh, right. Okay.
I got the roles.
Yeah,
I
but the
got
new interview, Moist Critical actually made a video on it. They were talking about like the situation of Roblox and how they're adding dating and all that. And he's like, he kept like, so the interviewer was trying to talk. He was like, something, 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 right? And David Baszucki kept interrupting him and saying, "Oh, you support it? Oh, you're actually a ghost interviewer or whatever it's called, right? And you actually like what we're doing on Roblox." And he kept interrupting the guy, right? And it was crazy because he was acting like a little kid, talking about how like, "Oh, you definitely agree with us. Oh yeah, you agree with our opinions and how we're doing stuff
again.
on
I'm gonna
Roblox."
go off that and like this is probably where we should end this whole discussion because it's the first episode. But speaking of like this game and in general, age regressors,
Age
people.
regressors.
Okay, people
I think
could say okay. Here, let me speak
hang on.
first. I think people could say whatever they want about age regressors. People could say it's a coping mechanism. People could say it's a trauma response. People could say it's just a way people express themselves. But at the end of the day, it is still people who are not, who are, for all sake, too grown to be acting like that. And at the end of the day, most of these age regressors end up just being pedophiles or lolicons. And that's just a fact. You
Age
can make it,
playing,
yeah, yeah.
like their age playing fetishes and shit like
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah,
it's like you can pretend that it's a coping mechanism or a trauma response as much as you want, but putting your finger, like your thumb in your mouth and like jerking off to like lolly porn, pretending to be a little kid, that's still not acceptable. Like
not at
pretend,
all.
especially like the grown-ups, like the literal 20 to 30-year-old on the game pretending to that they're 4 years old. It's disgusting to me.
I think part of the problem is also not enough moderation between profiles and games and worlds and groups and everything. I think they should add more automatic moderation to bios, right?
Yeah.
And you know how if you try and type the N word, it replaces the N with a B, right? In
Yeah.
VR chat.
Or like a D or just like
I
any
think
letter.
that they should do that. And they should make it so you can't type certain stuff into your bios.
I think what we need to do is just getting rid of all these avatars that encourage people, and like avatars and worlds that encourage people to do these
Automatic
kind of things.
automatic avatar
Huh.
um moderation as well. Because when
But I
I
think
walk into a world with a bunch of little kids in it and I see someone with a dick chasing people around, and they're most of them that have the avatars, right, are little kids. Like they're like little kids, they're like 9, 10, 11 years old, right? And they're over here with these avatars because they have access to them, because people are uploading them, and they're not being automatically moderated and automatically reviewed before they're getting uploaded.
yeah, it's sad, but I think with that we can move on to brighter prospects and like you were saying Moist Critical Dispatch. That's a game that's been on a lot of people's radars. Which like I think we can all agree that it is a great game in terms of storytelling, characters, and just overall gameplay. I think that's a great game. And I did, but I do want to say that people, I feel, take things to a new extreme with things like this, with the whole Blonde Blazer versus Invisigal war that happened. Yo, is it just me, or did it seem like a little overboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it went
You know
over
that
the.
stuff on TikTok that was happening, like group 7 and group
Yeah,
in like 8 and 9 and 10 and 2, and people were bullying people for not being in group 7.
yeah.
That was also overboard. That was really overboard. Oh, have you seen? Oh, this is something I wanted to talk about for so long. The green and the green and the purple profile pictures on TikTok.
Oh yes,
How the
the with
people are thinking that um changing their profile pictures to purple and bullying people that have green profile pictures, and people complaining, people are taking it really overboard. If you don't have a purple profile picture, you have a green one. They're like, "Oh, you have a green profile picture. Why are you wearing a green profile picture? Men don't get raped like girls do." People don't know the meaning behind the purple profile picture. The purple profile picture was to raise awareness about someone in Africa, in Nigeria, in Africa, getting raped. And I feel that it's like people are just like
okay.
taking it as an awareness for girls
I
getting
was gonna
raped in
say I
general.
didn't know the reasoning behind it. I was about to compare it to like remember that one big meme back in like the 2010s where it was like the
Yeah,
green aliens
the
versus the
green
purple
aliens
aliens.
versus the purple aliens,
I
right?
was gonna say okay. Again, I guess we're back on the dark shit, but like the whole grape stuff. Men's grape is just as I'm gonna keep saying grape. It's just as important as women's because at the end of the day, it's still like a victim, whether male or not, getting their whether virginity or their bodies taking advantage of against their will. It doesn't matter the gender. It doesn't all the, like it doesn't matter what who did it to what. All that matters is the person who did it, and that's still a crime. And it shouldn't be
Yeah,
seen as one is lesser than the other because at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all have the same emotions and feelings. And I don't know. Of course, I'm not gonna speak for everybody on the earth, but I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't want that to happen to them, no matter the gender doing it. And that
yeah.
reminds me, like when people would say, "Oh, I want to be a victim. Oh, I want a woman to take advantage of me." No, you don't, because at the end of the day, you're gonna sit there as like the 17-year-old boy you are, saying, "Oh, I want a woman to take advantage of me," but
And
when
hang
they
on.
actually,
And people and these girls over here saying men can't get raped, right? Or I mean, graped, essayed. But imagine a woman coming up to you, taking advantage of you, and then they leave you, and then they go to court saying you left, and then they make you pay child support every month after
yes,
she keeps the baby and being forced into.
it is, yeah, it's a matter of men. Okay, you remember that movie? That's My Boy with Adam Sandler.
Yes, I do.
People, that's obviously it's a funny movie, but as you know, at the start of the movie, the kid has sex with his teacher.
Yeah.
It's played up for jokes, as Adam Sandler does, and it's a movie. I'm not gonna go too hard on it, but it reminds me that there are kids like that who will genuinely wish to be in situations like those, not knowing how bad it actually could be. Because all the movies and shows will play it up like it's the best thing that could happen to a young man. But if you really think about it,
I
it is
think
like
Adam Sandler's version definitely takes the meaning like a little bit.
to an extreme. Did he lag out, bro? He lagged out. Okay. Well, I guess cut. Sorry for the inconvenience, but as we were talking before, that's my boy. I think that again, it mischaracterizes that, how glorious it could be to be taken advantage of by an older woman as a young boy. Especially
I
because
agree with that, and it's like I think the way that Adam Sandler's movie it explains it a little bit more on how what can happen after the fact that happens. How like after he has the child with her, she goes to prison, and he's stuck there, and he gets abandoned by his dad, and he's stuck there taking care of a child by himself, and his child changes his name and hates him after because at the end of the day, he was still just a kid. He didn't know how to take care of a child. He didn't know what they wanted, right? And
yeah.
it's
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think we should end it off after this, but I'm gonna say I think Adam Sandler is a good actor who can do great drama, but I think he focuses too much on the comedy sometimes, especially with that movie, because that is a prime opportunity to show that being a young man forced into an adult situation is not it's a lose lose for both hands, because obviously teenagers having sex. Like, if you heard the story of like how that one high school had like a mass pregnancy thing because they decided to do a like senior sleepover. Like, yeah, when you're a
yeah,
young person forced into an adult situation, that could cause both trauma for you and the baby. The baby could grow up resenting their parent and resenting their life and maybe even ending their own because they feel like they weren't loved enough or properly taken care of. And the teenager could feel like their lives are ruined and resent the child and resent themselves. And yeah, but it's at the end of the day, it's just a movie, and unfortunately, we can't change people's minds. But I think this was a great first episode, and I think if people want to see more, we should continue it
yeah,
and maybe get some guests on there. But yeah, thanks. So check out Phoenix Finkelberry. Check out 21 Pilots if we decide to do that as an actual viable music career. And yeah, have a good day.